Devils. Man, I was trying to get ready to go to bed, man. And man, I got another notification, man. Breaking news. Chief John Hayden press conference on officer shot in North St. Louis. So another officer was shot again tonight in St. Louis. And I think he made a reference to a police shooting in St. Louis like around 7 o'clock. I tried to get those details for you, but let's get into this.
So what we have our ninth, this is our ninth officer shot since June the 1st is what we have. Thankfully, this officer was shot in the right shoulder. The bullet came through his windshield. What had happened prior to that is that right in the area of Broadway and Cass, the officers had pulled over a older model red Impala for no plates. The vehicle, after the car did pull over, but suddenly sped off, and the officers followed. In the area of 20th and Prairie is when the officers came under gunfire. There were several, and this was a two-man car, but there are several bullet holes in the car, as well as one through the windshield, and the one through the windshield is what hit the officer. But that's where, in the area of 20th and Prairie is where they came under gunfire. They believed that the passenger of the vehicle that they had followed was the person doing the shooting. So they immediately responded here, and again, the officer's in stable condition, but very, very traumatic incident. The vehicle has since been recovered at 20th Alice or so, not too far from where they were under gunfire. But again, right around 9:20 or so, the officers were in the area of Broadway and Cass when they pulled over a vehicle that had no plates, and it was a red Impala, older model. The vehicle did pull over, but as the officers got out of the car, the vehicle suddenly sped off, and they followed in the area of 20th and Prairies when the officers came under gunfire. Again, a bunch of ballistic evidence on the vehicle that the officers were in, one of which came through the windshield and struck the officer in the right shoulder. The vehicle that they had followed is recovered.
Have you caught the shooters yet?
Yeah, the persons are still at large. The persons that were in the car are still at large.
So you found the car, it was just empty? Or?
That's correct. The car was abandoned at 20th and Alice or so.
Chief, I know it's hard to tell at this time. Was that a rifle round that came through the windshield, or do you think it was a handgun?
Yes, it's hard. That'll be part of the investigation. It's hard to tell at this point, but I think what I want to emphasize is, hey, this is a ninth policeman shot since June the 1st. That's a very short period of time. As you know, we lost Officer Bohannon a little over a week ago. And this is just a extremely rough time to be a police officer. In each instance, all the officers were trying to do is just do their job, and they're coming under gunfire. So this is unprecedented violence against police that we're experiencing in St. Louis right now.
Chief, was the officer who was shot the driver or the passenger in the car?
The officer that was shot was the passenger officer, and he is 35 years old, and he's been on for 12 years.
Have you been able to talk to him?
I have been able to talk to him, and he's in stable condition.
Was it a marked unit or an undercover unit?
It was a marked unit. So that's another piece to it. I mean, hey, it's not like people are mistakenly shooting at officers. These are uniformed officers, and driving a marked vehicle, still under fire.
Chief, second officer involved shooting in 3 hours today?
Well, this was certainly that other one was around 7 o'clock. In that instance, an officer shot a person that was armed, and that incident happened in the area of 4300 block of Cottage.
And I'm sorry, Chief, and you might have said this. Can you talk about why they were trying to pull the car over initially?
Yeah, the car was pulled over initially for no plates.
Last question.
Well,
Were there any guns recovered from inside the car?
To my knowledge, there were no guns in the car at the time when it was recovered today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Man, there you go, man. It's going down in St. Louis, man. They busting at the police, man. Sad situation once again. You know, I don't condone violence or anything like that, man. I think it's best to be avoided. Like I always say, man, one of the 10 commandments is thou should not kill. So, there you have it, man. The 9th police officer shot since June in St. Louis, man. Don't forget to drop your comments down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Hit that notification bell. And I'll see y'all on the next episode, family. Shalom.